What's up guys, llamapen here, and today I'm going to show you 5 ways to score on AI goaltenders on breakaways or penalty shots that aren't glitch goals. We all know the forehand, backhand, forehand, the backhand, forehand, backhand, the short side snipe, the Dotsuk chip. Now I don't necessarily like calling these glitch goals outside of the Dotsuk chip, and certainly there are times where you just need a goal in a tight game. And it's best to just do what you know works to compete and stay in the game. But that being said, I'm sure we've all played our handful of games of threes where your team takes a few penalties and your opponent just goes down the ice and does the same thing, the short side snipe or the Dotsuk chip every single time. And to me, there's just nothing lamer than that. So today I'm going to show you 5 moves that you don't usually see utilized as much in these situations that are not glitch goals, but are still ways that you can consistently score if you want to try something a little different, or maybe you've got a comfortable lead and you want to try something maybe a little fancier. So starting it off is the between the legs move. This is something that I found actually works pretty well in 21 and still works pretty well in 22. So I'll preface this by saying that it's best to have a player or class that has pretty good hands, as this is a move that won't work consistently with less skilled players. To do the between the legs move, hold down L1, then press in and hold the right stick, then flick the right stick forward to shoot while aiming with the left stick. Last year, I think the best way to score with this move was to come in at a pretty sharp angle, but this year is a little different, so you're pretty much going to want to come in at a very slight angle, almost straight at the goalie, and release the shot from around the hash marks. Aim top shelf on the forehand side, and you should be able to score pretty consistently with this move. I found it to be pretty consistent when done right, and it always just looks really cool when you pull it off. Next up is the Dotsuk Toe Drag snipe. So pretty similar to the Dotsuk chip, but doesn't work quite as consistently. To do this one, click in the right stick, drag it downward, and then flick the right stick forward to shoot and aim with the left stick. To score with this move, you'll want to come in also at a slight angle. Start the move just before the hash marks and release the shot when you get to the hash marks and aim top shelf on your forehand side. This move scores very consistently, although like I said, not nearly as consistently as the Dotsuk chip, which to me is the most glitchy goal in the game in my opinion. You'll want to have relatively good hands and shooting to score this consistently, otherwise you might just lose the puck when dragging the puck back or have your shot gloved by the goaltender. Next up is one that I've actually never seen used in EASHL against me or other game modes despite its very high level of success, and that is the Turris Backhander. You guys know I love the Turris move, and despite being a pretty useless deke, it actually is pretty good when combined with a backhander as a breakaway move. So to do this one, you'll need to know obviously how to do the Turris or off the skate deke. To do this move, hold the puck on your forehand, then roll your right stick downward to about 4 or 5 o'clock for a right-hander, or 8 or 7 o'clock as a lefty. From here, you're going to need to press and hold L1, let go of the right stick, and then tap it downward to initiate the off-the-skate animation. Make sure you're coasting while doing this sticking, otherwise you're going to get a different deke. Before your skater kicks the puck back to your stick, hold the right stick to your backhand, and your player will whip the puck over to the backhand side, where you should be able to slide the puck into the net. You'll want to perform this move later than you think, and it might feel awkward to do it first. Start the deke around the hash marks, and you should be able to score with this move almost every time. Once again, I sound like a broken record here, but you will need to have a relatively skilled skater, so someone with good deking and hands, otherwise the Turris does have a relatively high fail rate. My next breakaway move, which I haven't seen used much or at all, is the Crosby or stride deke. This move worked relatively well last year and works very well this year, along with looking awesome and being a very unique move. You guys remember that shootout goal that Crosby had in his rookie year? It is basically that. So to do the stride deke, you just need to hold in L1 and then point to the left or right with your left stick. As a righty, you'll want to skate right at the right post. Hold in L1, point the left stick toward your backhand side to initiate the stride deke. Make sure you do this just before you reach the blue paint, and then shoot for the top corner on the backhand side. This move seems to work very consistently, and I've even gotten a few of these with some builds that really don't have great hands in online play. If you want to get even fancier and be like Crosby, just throw in one of those leg kicks by pressing in the right stick before you perform the stride deke, and it's going to look even spicier. Last, and admittedly least, is the weakest of these moves. You guys remember a few years ago when the most consistent way to score on breakaways was the insufferable one-handed deke? Thankfully, those days are over, but there is still a decent way to score with the one-hander, although it's far from the most consistent. So to do the one-hander, you'll hold the puck to your forehand or backhand side, then press and hold L1 and tap in R1. For this particular move, you're going to want to perform the forehand variation that leaves you one-handing the puck on your backhand side. The best way I've found to get this move to go in on AI goalies is to skate in at a pretty sharp angle, go forehand, backhand, forehand, and then perform the one-hander in tight. Like I said, this doesn't go in super often, but I was able to get it a couple times in a row in practice mode, and I've got it with relative consistency with skilled skaters. So anyway, guys, that's just a few cool moves I've found that work pretty consistently against AI goaltenders that you don't see used constantly online. Definitely go online and try some of these out. I'm sure there are plenty of others out there, so let me know in the comments what kind of moves you guys use out there that you don't see used that much that actually work. Stay tuned for more NHL 22 content coming up. I've got my first EASHL highlights video coming out very soon, which includes a Michigan scored online in EASHL 6s, so look out for that. Pretty awesome stuff. Anyway, guys, like I said, look out for that video. Hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I'll see you guys in the next one.